What's up, everybody? Nick here from Booster Voice Cards. We have a pretty large submission, about 95 cards. This is going out for July. So this is our July submission. It's the end of July right now, so this will make it to PSA by August 1st. But yeah, we have Imperial, Dino, Kyle, Stretch, Jeffers, Ron, Jay Ryan, myself, Kingsway Collects, and Joe sending in 95 cards between all of us. So this is a good amount of subbers. But let's get right into it. So right now we're looking at Imperials cards. I'm going to try to fly through some of these. Unless it's something really, really special, I'll kind of stop and go through it. But we're looking at a bunch of Ultra Modern here. Stuff that Imperial has pulled on our live streams. We broke open a bunch of 151 boxes. We got them for, a great price. So this is around the time when 151 was probably... I was able to sell it for... 65, 70-ish a box. I was probably able to get it for less than 50 a box, which was great. But yeah, that's what we're looking at now. Going the sequential set for the Blastoise trio. Now we're just moving on to some other stuff. Imperial actually bought this one from me, picked it up at a card show, and then he bought these from Wiz Collects. Shout out to Wiz, he's always got some cool stuff. But Wiz sent these to me directly on Imperial's behalf. But yeah, we get this beautiful Espeon here. This Dragonite Hollow. I'm hoping these do really well. They look pretty clean, but you guys know that vintage typically 7s, 8s, 9s if we're lucky. 10s are just so hard to get. We've gotten 10s before on vintage e-readers and stuff like that. This Lugia actually in a 10 is very, very hard to get. But we'll see what happens. Houndoom's beautiful. Gotta love that. We'll slow roll the vintage a little bit just because we're usually grading Ultra Modern. Love this Gengar here. Everything looks really, really good. I hope that everything comes back in 9 or 10, for that long shot. But when we grade vintage, I usually don't even put that price point, that estimated value out of 10. I usually go 9 the highest. And then for these, we're doing a sequential set of the Yu Nagawa EVs here. So we opened up a bunch of these for Imperial. He ended up getting all 9. We put them in order, and we're going to try to get those sequential 10s. So Imperial, good luck to you. And, thank you for subbing like you always do. I think we have, I don't know what this was, 30-something cards here. But, yeah, Imperial, good luck. Next up, we're looking at Dino. Dino's sending in a pretty good mix of stuff. Some cool stuff, too, at the end. But this is a promo from the UPC. Some more Ultra Modern. Ultra Modern. But here we go. Yeah, these were some cool cards. The Orange Islands cards here. Little characters on each one. Little scenes on each one. But these were very easy. The PSA has a new feature right now that makes scanning cards way, way easier. Sorry, I'm very close to this camera here. Like on my phone, so I'm doing dual camera. I don't have 2 cameras. It's annoying. Can't make up my mind on if I want to do dual cam or single hand cam. Either way, this works out fine. It doesn't matter. Put a face to the name, all that stuff. Yeah. Anyway, so PSA does a really nice, has a really, really good new feature. When we scan in all our submissions, these popped up right away. I think it's in like beta testing, but it is a cool feature because you scan the card, it gives you a couple options, and you just go from there. Obviously, with some of like the multiple print cards and stuff like that, you gotta kind of scan through, and sometimes it'll give you some weird stuff like just random Yu-Gi-Oh or stuff like that. But yeah, these are pretty cool. Dino, I'm excited to see these come back. Little playing cards here. Little cute chibi type playing cards. Very cool stuff. And then last but not least, we have this beautiful Misty and Lapras. Big Lapras guy. Dino's a big Lapras guy, so this will be cool. Good luck, Dino, and hope your sub comes back great. Next up, we got Kyle sending in 1 single card this time around. He is sending in the Koraidon EX. I think he picked this up at a card show that we were vending. He just likes Koraidon and Miraidon, so cool card. I have this one in a PSA 10, so Kyle, if this one doesn't come back at PSA 10, you could buy mine. All right, next up is Stretch. Stretch has a pretty good stack of cards here. Probably mostly One Piece is my guess. This is the PSA Luffy promo, or One Piece promo. Stretch was the buyer of mine, so mine came in the mail. Looks pretty damn good, pretty perfect. So yeah, Stretch, thanks for buying this one from me. Let's hope PSA doesn't send non-PSA 10s as promos. Do the right thing, PSA. Half the time I see these cards come in crushed. All right, bunch of One Piece stuff. I'm not really a big lights falling down. I'm not really a big One Piece guy. You guys all know that, who come to all my streams and everything like that. I supply Japanese One Piece boxes, and we open them, and we have fun with it, and it's a pretty good time. But I'm not a One Piece collector myself. So, a little Uda. I do like Uda. The character's cool. Yamato too. I say I'm not a One Piece fan, but there are characters that I do like. I don't know why. But probably couldn't take a couple good guesses, you know. This is a big one, right? This is a manga rare Chopper. Manga rare is like super cool. Highest rarity you could get from One Piece. So there we go. Congrats to Stretch for maybe you pulled it, maybe you bought it. I'm not too sure, but Stretch, good on you for grading that cool card right there. Some more One Piece, bunch of One Piece. Do we get Pokemon? Stretch, did you grade any Pokemon? Oh yes, here we go. Like I said, I'm not gonna stop unless it's something very cool. So this is an Aroma Lady, and we're stopping because very big error card right here. So obviously a huge miscut on the back, and it's an error because the Pokemon symbol's upside down. So very cool. Happy to see, interested to see what this is going to come back as. We don't grade too many errors, but this definitely qualifies. Then last card for Stretch, we're looking at this Charizard V-Star from V-Star Universe. Cool. So Stretch, good luck on your sub. Next up is Jeffers. Jeffers is like a day oneer. Been around since the 4 years ago since we started this channel on Instagram. Channel, page, whatever. But here we go. We get the Clive that he purchased from me from one of my claim sales. Looked very clean. I actually pulled this one myself. Got the Greninja EX here that he pulled from Crimson Haze on stream. We did just get Stellar Miracle in, and these, we were able to fit this into the submission. So we got the Lacey here, and the beautiful new rainbow, new rainbow. The new rainbow cards, the Stellar Terapagos. This one's the regular Terapagos EX. There is a higher rarity of this one, and it looks pretty cool. But awesome. I'm glad we were able to get all the new Stellar Miracle into the sub. All right, next up we got Ron. He is a personal friend of mine. He is kind of pretty much part of the crew. He vends with us and stuff like that. He came up with a name for the page. Like, he is happy to see you submitting cards with us. Here we go. We got two big boys. We got this Charizard here, base set. We got this Charizard here, base set. Both probably 7s, 6s, 7s, somewhere around there. There was a smudge on one of them. I did clean it up. I couldn't let these two cards go into PSA with some smudges on the back. Looked like fingerprints and stuff like that. But we got them cleaned up. No Kurt's card care, anything like that. We don't do that. We don't do that stuff here. That's no. Standard, nice little gentle cleaning. But yeah, Ron, these are gonna. Good luck with these. I'm excited to see these come back. Ron's got like a huge vintage collection, a gigantic Japanese vintage collection that he just sits on. But we're going to get him to grade more, so keep an eye out for more of his cards. J Rind, you were up next, so some cool stuff for J Rind. Some alt arts here. SARs. I do love this card very, very much. Yeah, just a bunch of ultra modern stuff. The ever elusive Lugia EX, or Lugia V, not Lugia EX. Ooh, nice little Reggie Drago alt art here. Didn't realize that was in there. Got the Mew EX promo. Iono, I think this was from the milk carton. Glaceon VMAX. Altaria EX. And some Radiance here. Cool stuff. J Ryan, good luck. I hope your big boys come back 10s. That'll be a really, really big win. All right, I am up next. Nothing crazy. Cassiopeia and a Piplup that I pulled from a Cosmic Eclipse pack. A Cosmic Eclipse pack that I actually bought from PK, Pokemon Knowledge. I met him at Collecticon. I bought one of his mystery packs, came with the Cosmic Eclipse pack, and pulled this from that Cosmic Eclipse pack. So shout out to PK, shout out to Pokemon Knowledge. It was very pleasure meeting him. NJ Collecticon was great, by the way. I don't really have much else to say about it. We'll be vending next year for sure. Kingsway Collects joined our stream. Pulled the Hydrapple from the newest set there. Stellar Miracle. Happy to grade that for you guys. And then last up, we got Joe, another personal friend of mine, high school friend of mine, who we re-met each other, or reconnected again through the hobby here 4 years ago. But yeah, these were all crack and regrades. So this is a Charizard Evolutions. This was a 9. We're hoping to get a 10, obviously. Aerodactyl first edition fossil from his own personal fossil box break that he did. This one was an 8. We're hoping for a 9 or 10. Got the Leafeon from Majestic Dawn. This was an 8, hoping for a 9 or better. Mew, Japanese fossil. This was an 8, hoping for a 9 or better. And we have this Umbreon Dark right here. This was a 9. The cost of a 9 is cheap enough. Even the cost of a 10 is only like, I don't remember what it was, 120. So we might as well just take the risk, crack it, regrade it, see what happens, and go from there. All right, if you guys stuck around for this long in the video, kudos to you, because we're showing off some stuff that we never do. Joe is actually sending in some sports cards too, so we'll just kind of scan through these real quick. But yeah, this is we're doing sports cards too if you guys want. We're not doing a monthly group sub or anything like that, but if there's a few sports cards that you want to grade, we can hook you up for it. It's on like a case-by-case basis. I did just kind of change my rates a little bit for the group sub, so since then I kind of came up with some rates for some custom subs as well, and these sports cards would definitely be a custom sub. Custom sub would be anything outside of the normal group sub that I do. So like I said, something I can accommodate for. These are actually signed cards here. All stuff that I assume Joe either bought or pulled himself. But yeah, guy's big into sports cards, and if he had if he had 20 cards, we could do bulk. But these are actually going to go into like smaller submissions. So 5-6 cards each. Signature auto grades. So we're doing card grade plus auto grade, which I think is like $35 a card through PSA. My rate's adjusted. And then we have standard sports cards. I think this is $24.99 per card. Again, there's my rates are different from PSA rates. Got to account for a lot of shipping things and all this stuff. But yeah, guys, I don't really have much else. Our bulk Pokemon PSA sub is ready to go. All our submission forms are filled out. Same thing for all of the sports cards here. All the submission forms are filled out, ready to go. Usually when it comes to PSA submissions, I put our submissions are pretty large, so they're able to fit right back into the PSA boxes. And then I double box, so I'll put the whole sub in a box with the paperwork, and then I'll put it in like a 6x4 box too, with all packaging and everything like that. But yeah, this is July. It'll hit PSA right at the end of July or beginning of August, and yeah, if you guys stayed around for this long, which I really don't expect, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment down below what your favorite card is, and yeah, very excited to see this one come back. See ya.